Okay, good day, viewers. Thanks for watching, and I welcome you to another session. I welcome you to today's class. This is a wonderful class on indices. Now, look at the question on the board, and it says solve for x 2 raised power 2x plus 3 minus 129 bracket 2 raised power x then plus 16 equals to 0. Okay, we have finally entered into three exponential what indices that will lead us to quadratic what equation. So here you are going to apply all knowledge of indices and knowledge of what quadratic what equation to get your answer. Later, I'm still going to upload a video. I'm going to make a video on indices that will lead to calculus. That will lead to what? Calculus. That one will be later. You get. That's why I say you should subscribe. When you subscribe, you get all these notifications. Whenever I drop such video, you will get it. Whether online or offline, anytime your data is on, you will get it. You know. So subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. So let's get started. Look at the question. Of course, I've read the question to you. So now let's get started. Solution. Now, this means what? 2 raised power what? 2x times 2 raised power what? 3. This is multiplication law. Then minus 129 times 2 raised power what? S plus 16 equal to 0. Before we go on, what we're going to do, we say let 2 raised power x equals to what? P. So anywhere you see 2 raised power s, you call it what? P. But before that, I want to help you dissect this, that 2 raised power 2x means 2 raised power 2 bracket s, or let me make it in a way that you understand better. 2 raised power 2 into bracket what? S, or 2 raised power x bracket 2. Do you get? So any of these can serve, but I would advise you to take this. You get? So applying this here, okay, then 2 raised power what? S x bracket 2. I'm applying this over here. Then times 2 raised power 3 minus 129 times 2 raised power x plus 16 equal to 0. So since I said let 2 raised power s equals to p, so anywhere I see 2 raised power s, I will replace it with what? P. So here becomes what? P square times 2 raised power 3. Then minus 129 times p plus 16 equal to 0. But I'm aware that 2 raised power 3 is what? 8. So this becomes what? P square times 8 minus 129 p plus 16 equal to 0. So finally, this becomes what? 8p square minus 129p plus 16 equal to 0. So right now, 8p square minus 129p plus 16 equal to 0. What do? We factorize. When we factorize, what do? We are going to find two numbers that will give us what? 129. Two numbers that will give us what? 129. And what are the two numbers that will give us 129? What are the two numbers that will give us 129? So now, but consider you have 8p square here, and you have what? Minus 129 here. Now, I want to teach you factorization, how to factorize. Remember I told you, this 8p square minus 129p plus 16 equals to 0. Consider this first. If you can resolve this, you've gotten this already. Eh? You've gotten this already. Do you understand? So your attention should be here. That is I'm trying to teach you the concept of factorization right now. So if you factor this, eh? Okay, you know we have 1 to 8. 1 to 8 p plus p, which will give you equals to 129 p. But you have to ask yourself, is it going to work? Eh? What can 8 divide? Can 8 divide 1 to 8? If 8 divide 1 to 8, what is it going to give us? Eh? So look at it now. 1 to 8 divided by 8. 8 here will give us 1. Remember what? This is 12. Remember what? 4, right? So 8 into 48 will give us what? Eh? Will give us what? 6. We have 16. Eh? Right? We have what? 16. Do you get? We have 16. But do you know do you know that it's not only 128p plus p will give us 129? 120p plus 8. 121p plus 8p can also give us 129p. But can this work? No. This cannot work. Are you getting my point now? Do you know that 120p plus 9p will also give us 129p? But can this work? No. Do you get? A lot of two numbers that can give 129 are many, but they cannot work. So that is what I want you to understand. When you list those numbers, now find the one that is what suitable. How do you know the suitable ones now? Like now, when 8 divide this will give us 116. Each one you do, okay, for instance, let me work with this one. Let me show what I'm trying to say now. If you do 8p square minus, let me say I'm using this one now, minus this minus this, give us minus 1 2. This will give us 129. This one will give us minus 129. Let me assume I want to work with this now. Minus 121p minus 8p plus 16 equals to 0. When you do it this way, common factor here now will be a problem. You can find common factor here to be 8 into bracket p, then minus what? 2. What about here? 8 cannot go into 1 to 1. That is what I want you to understand about factorization. But this minus 120, this 128 plus p will give us 129. But here, pay attention, here we have minus 129. Hope you know. Here we have what? Minus 129. So that means even this one is what? Also wrong, because 128 plus p will give us 129, not minus 129, because what we have here is minus 129. Rather, it's going to be what? Minus 128 minus p, which is what? Minus 128 p minus p will give us minus 129 p, which is correct. If I should go very in depth on this, I will give you a list of many numbers that will give you minus 129, but they can never fit in perfectly in this quadratic equation. That is the concept of what? Factorization. I'm sorry, I digress. Let's go straight to what we have today. This is indices. One day I'm going to teach factorization very well on this channel so that you will learn. So here, we're going to do what? 8p square minus 128p minus p plus 16 equal to 0. Because minus 128p minus p will give us what? Minus 129. What do? This 8p square minus 128p minus p plus 16 equals to 0. Now, remember I taught you something about factorization. I told you that there are 5 types of factorization. 1 is factorization by taking out common factor. 2 is factorization by grouping of terms. 3 is factorization by quadratic expression. Let me reserve the remaining 2 till the day we are going to study factorization here. So I'm going to apply from the first type of factorization to the third one. So here, the common factor here is what? 8, right? So write 8, not just 8, 8p into bracket p minus 16. Am I correct? 8 times 16 will give us what? Huh? 8, I'm asking you, 8 times 16 will give us what? Look at this. Huh? 8 times 16, okay. 128, right? Then minus 1 into bracket p minus 16 equal to 0. Now look up. 8p times p will give us 8p square. 8p times minus 16 will give us what? Minus 1 to 8p. Then minus 1 times p will give us minus p. Minus 1 times minus 16 will give us what? Plus 16. If whatever you get here is not a product of what has been here, that means there's a problem. You made a mistake somewhere. This should be a resultant of this. Do you understand now? So here, what do? You group them. 8p minus 1 and p minus 16 equals to 0. Again, take note, if you are solving factorization, what you have in this bracket must be the same with what you have in that bracket. If you have minus here, there should be minus here. If you have plus here, there must be plus here. If you have minus and have plus here, there's a problem. It's only here that you're going to pick one of the bracket, although they are one. Then you pick this. Do you understand now? So 8p minus 1 equal to 0. This thing means what? 8p equals to 1. P is equals to what? 1 over 8. Now, p minus 16 equal to 0. This implies what? That p is equals to what? 16. Therefore, p is equal to 1 over 8 or 16. Are we done? No. Because we are asked to find what? We are asked to find what? We are asked to find p. Sorry. We are asked to find what? X. So we're going to say that recall that 2 raised power x is equals to p. Okay. When p equal to 16, let me start with 16. That means 2 raised power x equals to 16. 2 raised power x is equals to 2 raised power 4. Because 2 raised power 4 is what? 16, right? So 2 raised power x equals to 2 raised power 4. 2 cancel to x is equals to what? 4. Do you understand? Okay. When p equals to 1 over 8. So 2 raised power x equals to p. 2 raised power x equals to 8 raised power minus 1. According to what? Negative index law. 2 raised power x equals to what? 2 raised power minus 3, which is what? 8. That means 2 raised power x equals to 2 raised power minus 3. This cancel this. S is equals to minus 3. Therefore, s equals to 4 or minus 3. Because of our time, if not, I would have to check. How to check whether you are correct. To check.